Friday. I do this daily check-in. Today is Friday, September 15th, 2023, and I'm doing my daily check-in. So hope you guys are doing well. Let me open up the chat. Hold on one second. Let me open up the chat. Feel free to make comments, say hello, say what's going on. It's all about being interactive, and you guys are part of it, right? So you can be as interactive as you want to be. I'll make sure I put your comments on the screen, and we can go from there. So we are live today. We're live right now on LinkedIn as well as YouTube. So it doesn't matter which platform, YouTube, LinkedIn, it's still live, right? So I can hear you, I can see you. I can see you, not necessarily hear you, but I can see your comments and all that kind of stuff. So every day, Monday through Friday, I do this daily check-in, right? Today happens to be from the Bellamar Hotel in Manhattan Beach. You guys know about the Bellamar Hotel? It's about 127 room hotel, about 10, 12,000 square feet of meeting space, both indoor and out. Boutique hotel. One of my favorite boutique hotels in the LA, greater LA, South Bay area. Actually have a program there at the end of the month. So I wanted to showcase their rooms at least, right? And it'll lead into what I'm going to talk about today. Because every time I do one of these daily check-ins, I do have somewhat of an agenda or a conversation I want to have. And today's no exception, right? It just happens to be Friday, but I do have something that I'm going to cover as well. Yesterday, I had Miss Robin Rockstar Coleman with the Carver Group on yesterday. We talked about, what did we talk about? We talked about International Housekeeping Week. So that kind of leads into some of the stuff that I was going to say today, or it leads into the bulk of what I was going to say today. So, but we'll get into that, right? So, boom, there you go. Why do we celebrate International Housekeeping Week? I mean, I know a lot of people think, if you go back and listen to this show or watch it, and it was just yesterday, so it's still there on LinkedIn and YouTube. So make sure you go back and listen to it. It's about 15, 20 minutes. I asked her a couple different questions. One had to do with what does International Housekeeping Week mean to her? And she gave me this great answer, right? But then, a lot of people don't even realize that there is an International Housekeeping Week. People from the outside, right? Meaning people that are non-hoteliers, they don't understand or familiar with it. But then again, I was just thinking, some people that even work in hotels, they see it as just, oh, it's a celebration. Why do we always do it? We don't do it for our department and all that kind of stuff, right? So there's always that as well. There's always that disconnect. Like, why do we do this? And what is it for? So, of course, I always come up with, some points of why we do celebrate certain things, right? So today is all about why celebrate International Housekeeping Week. And some of the things it may surprise you. I don't know. But I'm just going to throw it out there, right? So I have about 6 points. Is that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So 6 things, the reason why or why we should do this, right? Employee morale and motivation. Okay, so I'm going to read my definition of this, right? So recognizing housekeeping staff during International Housekeeping Week boasts morale and motivates them to continue providing excellent service. Feeling appreciated can lead to increased job satisfaction and productivity. Yeah, employee morale, motivation, you're celebrating them. Yeah, that can lead to a lot more, increased job satisfaction and productivity. A lot of people don't think that's the case, but yeah, go to one of these events, behind the scenes and see exactly how it does motivate employees to take care of the guests, take care of each other, take care of the hotel. And that's ultimately what you want, right? So employee morale and motivation is important. Team building. Celebratory events and activities during this week can foster a sense of camaraderie and teamwork among housekeeping staff. It promotes a positive work environment and strengthens the sense of belonging. A lot of people are looking for, they want to belong to something. Maybe they don't belong to things at home, but, the workspace, there's a sense of belonging, sense of, working as a team, getting things, done, getting things accomplished, making goals, whatever that is. Maybe they know that, okay, we're making budget and we're part of that. I mean, it's all about team building, right? So, see, we don't think about it like that. We just think about, oh, it's a big celebration and all this and that. Well, it's a little bit more than that. So, team building is just as important. Improve guest experience. A motivated and appreciated housekeeping team is more likely to go that extra mile to ensure guest rooms are clean, comfortable, and welcoming. This directly contributes to an enhanced guest experience and positive reviews. Okay, a lot of people say, well, that's their job to do it. Yeah, but it's our job to do a lot of different things, but sometimes we do it half-assed. Okay, so don't get it twisted, right? So if you're being celebrated and recognized and all those kind of things, yeah, you're going to be likely more to go out and go that extra mile, do a little more, or make sure that room is maybe extra clean, okay, because you're being celebrated, because you're being appreciated, not just from your department, but other departments as well. So, yeah, it does give that extra boost, right? Just think about all the times you work and you didn't do your job 100%, right? So don't act like you don't, that you just everything's 100% balls to the wall, and that's not the case, right? Yeah, I did say that, balls to the wall, okay? But anyway, but I mean, that is the case, right? Do we come in and give 100% of our effort every single day? Raise your hand if you do. I see no hands raised, so which means that, you don't give 100% all the time. Well, it's the same thing, we're people, we're human, right? That sometimes not necessarily we're taking a day off, but we mean that maybe we only give 90%. But based on this, maybe, we're celebrating, this International Housekeeping Week, that may be that push to get them to do 110%. There you go. So don't act like that, oh, I'm perfect and I go to work and I deliver every single day, 100%, 110%. You're peeing on my head and saying it's raining if you're saying that. Employee retention. Recognizing and celebrating housekeeping staff demonstrates that the hotel values its employees. This can lead to improved employee retention rates, reducing the costs associated with hiring and training new staff. So yeah, so you're being appreciated. That means they like you, they want you to stay. That that maybe people will be more than likely than to stay than to I'm gonna go to another place, right? They see that they're welcome, they're appreciated, they're celebrated. They're more likely to stay because it costs money. I'm not sure if you guys know that it costs money when you leave an employee. When you lose employees, it costs money in training and hiring. All that stuff costs money to if you have a vacant position open for a while, it creates money. I mean you're losing money based on that. So employee retention is very important as well. Positive guest feedback. Guests often interact with housekeeping staff during their stay. When these interactions are friendly and positive, guests are more likely to leave favorable reviews and return for future stays. Yeah. So the more guests are interacting with employees, or employees are interacting with guests, that's always a good thing. So we encourage that. You should encourage it. I know definitely I encourage it, that all employees, not just housekeeping employees, although we're talking about housekeeping employees, but all employees should engage with the guests, and because that's what it's all about. So that's part of, maybe that's what they need. Maybe that's what the guest needs. You know what I mean? That's what we're trying to do, anticipate the guest needs. Maybe this guest needs us to have a conversation with them, to say hey, to say hello, to ask them how their stay is, or whatever it is, right? So positive guest feedback is great because they get home and they get those surveys and via email, and you want them to, because one of the categories is going to say, did you receive positive employee feedback, right? Were employees or associates, were they friendly? Were they accommodating? Did they anticipate your needs? Those are questions that come on those surveys. So you want to make sure that your employees are doing what they should do for the guests, right? So positive feedback. Marketing and promotion? What? Are you serious? A lot of people don't even realize this. Celebrating International Housekeeping Week can be a unique selling point for the hotel. It can be incorporated into marketing campaigns and used to attract socially responsible travelers who appreciate a hotel's commitment to its staff. So it goes a lot further than just, what happens on property or within that department. You can all the pictures that we take, we're celebrating and this and that. What about if you put them in a newsletter, the same newsletter that goes out to your guests, right? To that whole email list that we get. We get emails from every single guest, right? What if we start putting that stuff out there? There's a lot of socially conscious guests that will only use hotels if they see certain things, right? They see that you are taking care of their employees. They don't have to wonder because they see it in the photos or in a video or however you're sending it out, right? That's a way of promoting your hotel. We don't even think about that. You know me, Russell of Hotels, I'm always thinking about how to promote hotels, right? And that's a great way, getting your people involved, right? Showing photos of them being happy and celebrating them and encouraging them and letting people know that this is International Housekeeping Week. It shouldn't be a secret. It shouldn't just be for the hotel community to know that it's International Housekeeping Week. No, this should be for everyone, right? All of your guests. If you're, one of a branded hotel, you're part of rewards or the honors program or worldwide, you want to make sure on your mailing list that you're sending things out. That, hey, this is help us celebrate International Housekeeping Week. However you do that, that's up to you. But I'm saying that they want to know. People on the outside want to know what is International Housekeeping Week and how are you celebrating it? What are you doing? I just got something just a little while ago before I came on this live from an old colleague of mine who's a housekeeping manager with a hotel here in Los Angeles, and she sent me a photo of this wall of gifts that they're giving away, from big flat screen TVs, like 60-inch TVs to mixers to. Let me look. Let me see. I mean, it was just an overabundance of stuff. Let me see. Let me just see. Hold on one second. Flat screen TV. What was it? Yeah, 60-inch TV, crock pots, hair dryers. What is it? What do you call it? The air fryers. I mean, just all kind of things. And I'm counting probably about 20 things that I see that they're giving away today because it's the last day of International Housekeeping Week, right? So, they do like a giveaway. So everybody gets a ticket. There's no money involved. They don't have to pay for the tickets. They're all given a raffle ticket. Put your name on one, put the other one in the box or whatever. You keep one, and then whoever gets pulled, you get that prize, right? So that's what it's all about, right? But we need to know those things. We don't know how we're celebrating these things because we always keep everything a secret. It's not a secret, right? It's not a secret that it's called International Housekeeping Week, right? So it's not just here in the United States, it's all over the world, right? So, but we need to know, people on the outside need to know about these things. So there you go. So with that, and then this last thing I put is, I have to blow it up because I can't see. I didn't even have my glasses on. It says, not an expense, but an investment. A lot of times we look at things as being an expense, like, okay, International Housekeeping Week. Okay, we're paying for the part, or hotels, not me personally. Hotels pay for the party. They're paying for all the gifts that they're going to give away, all the food that they've been doing every day this week. They've been doing different types of food just specifically for the housekeeping team. And we look at that as an expense. Well, it's not an expense. As you can see, I just went through that list of things, how hotels can benefit from it, right? So it's actually more of an investment. It's an investment in your employees, in your associates, to show up to work, so you're retaining. You can use the same materials for marketing and promotion. I mean, all those different things you can do, right? It's all about taking care of your employees. It's all about retaining them. It's all about entertaining them if that's what you need to do. So appreciation, it's all about all that, right? So it's an investment. It's not an expense. So we need to stop thinking about, when we train someone, oh, that's an expense. Oh, we can't send them to training now. Well, it's an investment in their future, right? So we need to invest more or take this whole expense mindset out of the equation and say, okay, this is all about investing in our employees, in the future of our employees, as well as the future of this hotel, the success of this hotel. So there you go. Just thought I'd share that with you guys today. Like I said, I do these daily check-ins daily, Monday through Friday. I try to do it around 12 o'clock or so, and it normally goes between 15 to 20 minutes. So I'm about 15 minutes right now. I also have a talk show called On Air with Russell of Hotels, which is another live hospitality talk show. That one goes about an hour every Tuesday, right? Where I have guests to come on. In fact, I have a guest, Ms. Jana Divine Hospitality, is going to come on Tuesday at 1 o'clock. We're going to talk about, things within hospitality, things within training. So I'm not going to give it away, but make sure you tune in on Tuesday. Jana Divine is going to be on, and we're going to talk about everything training from restaurants to hotels, okay, and everything in between. Are we missing something? Should we be doing more? I don't know, but Jana's going to come with it. She's going to bring the fire, so we're going to talk about it. She's been a guest on before as well, so just make sure you guys tune in for that. So there you go. That's it. Like I said, I do these Monday through Friday. So I guess that's it, right? So you guys have a great weekend. We will see you when we see you. I guess on Tuesday, right? For the next daily check-in. So until then, you guys have a great day, great weekend, and